about today?
We'll talk about. Sinead asked us to ask them.
About the course.
Yeah. Sinead asked us to ask you, how many more weeks do we have left? When do we get our certs for our graduation?
And when are you coming over?
And when are you coming over to visit?
And who is
So getting your certificates and graduating, that's all done, I think. You just need to be given them. And Paula, I'll get on to Paula and she'll most probably email them over to you. And then yeah, you lot can print them out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant.
So originally we were going to do peer recovery specialists, but we've moved on to be recovering coaches. Yeah. So as an organization, you paid for peer recovery specialists, but because I've fallen in love with you so much and it makes and you bring so much to the community, I thought let's carry on.
Yeah.
How was the community of practice the other day, Christina?
It was very good. I was teamed up with Bruno and we just went into our own life experiences, the two of us, and got to know each other. But it was great. Like, we had a bit of laugh on it and we just, like, it was really relaxed. I enjoyed it. Yeah.
He loved it, even though his battery went flat.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
So, and what I loved about that is like Bruno is in the middle of rural Uganda.
Yeah, he was telling me that.
And it's so great that he's kind of creating recovery capital there from such a kind of a humble area. Yep.
Yeah.
So he's got a little hut and you can hear the chickens in the background and all that sort of stuff. So I was really pleased about that. And I really want to continue to develop the skill set and meet and to spread this stuff. So I was very pleased about that.
Yeah.
And and I really just love the way your organization is working. And so my hope is that you guys can attend the community of practice just for yourselves and because you bring so much to it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's interfering in your timetable at Sankalpa.
Yeah, for some of us, like, I can do the first hour on that day every Tuesday, but today, like, I'll jump on, I'll do the full thing today, like, later on. Because you can do it at home, we're able to do it at home. So it's not too bad. Yeah. So yeah, I thought it was good the other day as well. It was good hearing different voice, different language, different
accents.
Accents, yeah, couldn't think of it. Different accents, and then listening to like the language that they were all kind of speaking with the recovery stuff is very similar. Like, it's very similar worldwide. That's what I was taking from it.
Great. And that's important, that the language is the language of recovery coaching and peer support specialists and lived experience. We're all getting on the same page as to what it is and what it isn't. So we can develop the scope of practice and what's in our remit and what's out of it. So what we're responsible for and what we're not, and to be able to work in a system that improves treatment outcomes, essentially.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
So what I would love to do as well is if you guys could join the Systemic Wellness Practitioners Training on a Thursday afternoon from 2 till 4.
Yeah, that's what we were going to do today.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, we were going to the hospital to see my sister, but like, we were going to sit and listen to that while we were doing it. So.
And would it be okay if I go on from 2 to 3:30?
Yeah. That's fine. It's fine.
Okay, because I leave for work at 3:30, so that would be perfect. I'll be able to do 2 to 3:30, and I'll be able to do the same today.
Yeah.
That's great.
What are you eating?
What are you eating, David?
Give us a bit.
I'm having a Snickers for breakfast. Yeah, listen, I'm not the healthiest bloke, but at least I'm not shooting heroin or smoking crack.
But Dave, I'll just bring something to the group here. A lot of us that are out recovery coaching, like we're all only very new to this stuff. So, like, what's after happening here over the last week? The girls and all are after getting a bit of a chance to do their practice or recovery coaching skills in like a cocaine alcohol course. Myself and Glenn do a bit here now. We do kind of a few hours here as well. So we've been doing a bit as well. None about you, Mark. What's the story?
Doing the homeless,
So Mark does the homeless help
I
stuff.
do a bit of church stuff as well, yeah.
Great.
So the group has grown. Like we're actually out there now practicing. The whole group is out there now practicing a bit of recovery.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing. Yeah.
How does so first of all, let's finish this. So if you guys can stay for 10 weeks and do the Thursday afternoon, you can become systemic wellness practitioners. Yep. So you'll then get certificates as kind of peer recovery specialists, which you've got already because you went through the online material. You're being certified because you work in an organization that works with this every single day.
Yeah.
So you're getting those hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you do the systemic wellness practitioner, that's taking the coaching skill set to help you within your role within the organization.
Very
Yeah,
good.
brilliant.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you'll be my case study that I can go around the world and brag about and say, fuck, I'm a nice guy. Look what we've done.
That sounds good.
So we're creating a body of evidence here.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So then what we could do is we could free up this time. We could free up a Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thursday afternoon.
Yeah. So speak to management and everyone.
Okay.
Say, listen, we're going to give up this hour on a Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Thursday afternoons, David's offered us systemic wellness practitioner.
Yeah.
We need to attend that for 10 weeks to get certified. Yep. And then you've got the community of practice on a Tuesday morning where you get to meet other coaches and people and you get to practice the coaching as well.
Yeah.
I won't be able to do that, David.
Okay, well, you jump in when you can, Mark.
Yeah.
Yep. The point is we're not going to leave you behind.
Yeah.
So what are you doing at the church, Mark?
I go to a Christian church, I do, yeah. So we do a lot of rehab in the church as well, we do.
Great.
Yeah.
And how's that working out?
Yeah, it's good, yeah. I'm doing that about 6 years now, I am.
Wonderful.
So yeah, it's a challenge, but I like the challenge, you know.
And what are some of the challenges?
Yeah, be more meeting your own people from where you live, you know. They expect you to just jump hoops and
Take them in straight away, is it?
marry them or girlfriend them or whatever. Want you to do favours for them, and you can't do that. You know?
What sort of favors?
Oh, open the door for me straight and let me in without searching me. You should carry on out of, you know. I try to bribe you, you know.
Because come here, Mark, does that take people in on treatment? Like,
It takes them into treatment, either into Spain or Nottingham, England, for fourth phase. That's fourth phase coming off drugs, yeah.
yeah,
And then you go to second phase house or the third phase house, yeah.
yeah, lovely.
You know? I went for 6 weeks instead of 3.5
Yeah,
years. you
yeah.
know.
Where did you go?
Nottingham. I went in England.
Yeah, and what did that look like?
At first, a haze because I was cold talking off everything. Yeah, I was meant to be there for 6 weeks. I was coming off drugs, and I ended up staying there for nearly 4 years. Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah.
Wow. So you've got a
In a
lot of
Christian-
experience.
In
Huh?
a Christian community, you know.
Yeah. That's
Very
wonderful. That's
When I
wonderful.
went to Sheffield, when I came out of fourth phase, to a second phase house, and then I was running a third phase house in Scotland. I was. Yeah, nice experience, you know, very nice, you know. I still
Brilliant.
clicking with the lads every morning.
And is this run through the church?
This is run through our church, yeah, through an Elam church, yeah.
Which church?
Elam church,
Okay, and what denomination's that?
born again Christian.
Okay, great. All right, cool. Okay. All right. So that's wonderful. So one of the challenges that we have, and one of the resources that we have, particularly in the African context, is the church network is huge. Yep, and the church is everywhere. So this is how I met Bruno.
Yeah.
Through a faith-based organization. Yeah. And the challenge with the churches is there's still a lot of stigma among the congregation.
Yeah. Money.
So the congregation don't know how to work with those people. I don't know if you experience the same, Mark, but
Yeah. Always, even around here we do, but you know, it's the same everywhere. You know,
Okay.
that's just the sticker the church has, you know.
yeah. So if we can create recovery capital by addressing some of the stigma that sits in church organizations or faith-based organizations, we'll be able to achieve our common goal. Yeah. So whether that's a Muslim-based organization or a Christian-based or Jewish-based or even atheist-based. Yeah. I mean, I'll even work with the dark side, with the Satanists. It's like, yep, okay, well, you can still get recovery.
Yeah.
So I think that's really important as well.
Yeah.
What I get frustrated with is the projection that vocational work shouldn't be paid for. Yeah. So you're a volunteer, you must volunteer, and there's part of it that feels kind of abusive at times.
Yeah.
Whereas like kind of teachers get paid or nurses get paid, or you know, there's a thing that often with lived, and I'm not sure what it's like in Ireland, but I imagine it's the same, is how do you create it? How do we're trying to teach and create a workforce here that people can go out into the world and show up as professionals to improve treatment outcomes and community outcomes and things like that. So it's a difficult dance. Am I making sense here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know how to dance as well.
Hey?
I know how to dance.
He knows how to
I
dance.
hear you think-
Oh, now you know how to
thinking
dance.
of me. You know, yeah, taking me breath away. Taking a run.
So what's the next step for Sankalpa? Like Christina, I know you've been sitting in groups with professionals.
Yeah, I've been training in chrysalis the past 3 months, and I've 2 weeks left of that. But I've been working for Sankalpa the past 2 weeks, which is absolutely brilliant. And it's run off a program, so we know what we're doing step by step as well. Like as well as that's a little bit of a help, do you know what I mean, to read off something and then like go along with that. But it was very good. We done it last night and we had a full class. It was brilliant. And they seem to be getting something. We do it twice a week and they seem to be getting something from it since the first night. Like they are really interested and really discovering, like learning different things, like what's the negative outcomes and what's the positive outcomes and behaviors and all
So the
stuff.
cost benefit analysis stuff.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah,
Great
yeah.
stuff.
It's absolutely brilliant. I love doing it. Like I really love doing it.
Yeah, I can see it's your kokorozashi, huh?
You found your calling. You
It
found your
becomes a
calling.
passion that does.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fantastic. And then they talk about contagions of recovery. So
Yeah.
it becomes infectious.
Yeah.
People
it's
come and
spread.
see is that, oh, I'll have a bit more of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to start peddling this shit. It's the best bit
Yeah.
of crack in town.
Yeah. Start dishing it out, David.
Yeah. Do any of you go to CA? Do you have CA over there?
Yeah.
So I was down working with one of the Leros down in Kent, and one of the members there is a CA member, and they said that they heard in a meeting when someone picked up a white keyring, they said, "This will be the best bit of white you'll ever get."
Yeah, she done that here at a meeting here once, a Friday night, or not one Sunday morning, again, is he done it here, yeah. I was very offended, I'm only messing.
Yeah, but a lot of them are you doing that the cocaine and alcohol.
Yeah, but I'm starting a group in 3 weeks here on a Thursday. It's the mental health group. Oh yeah, I'm starting. I done a couple of CA, the cocaine and alcohol groups. I helped out while Dean, our fella here, was out, and I filled in for him with another fella, and I loved it. So now I'm starting a group now in 3 weeks, here on a Thursday morning, with it's a mental health group.
You've come such a long way, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, if we look where you were, what, like 2 months ago, you're a very different person.
Yeah. And and I'm loving it as well, like Christina. I feel like it's me calling. And the same, I've been helping people out in the meantime. And I'm not getting as attached. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, you used to jump straight into the drama.
I can't believe it. I'm not finding me boundaries.
Yeah.
And and it's totally I keep it totally professional and not about me, about the client and the whole lot. I'm building the container and everything. It's totally different now. Like I'm using it in me daily life skills.
I mean, even just the way you're talking now is a lot more calm.
Yeah.
Would your colleagues agree?
Yeah, I don't. Do you know what? Even my family are like, "What is going on with her?" And I have a mug, and I dropped it the other day, and I was like, "It's grand. It's only a mug." And I was picking up, and here they all are.
Who are you?
And the same, like I don't react as the way I used to.
Yeah.
You don't react. That's wonderful.
We have a totally different Debbie here.
David.
From the one that first walked in the door to the one that's sitting here.
I was a maniac.
It's like a totally different woman.
So Debbie, where you were when you started, you're in like hyper arousal, like react. Yeah.
That's
And
one
because of the work you've put in, yeah, and the willingness to do this stuff, and with a bit of kind of, guidance, you've come back online, and you're now able to respond to situations. So you've got some cognition of how you're showing up, as opposed to running around going, "Fucking hell, you've got to get help. You've got to stop drinking. You've got to go to AA. This is what I do.
I have a box room." Oh my God. Yeah, no, I'm told, but I'm do you know what? I'm in everyday life situations. I'm just so much calmer.
It's wonderful, huh?
Yeah.
You listen an awful lot
It's
more.
great,
as well.
and I listen, and do you know what? People used to be talking to me, and I didn't listen, and their mouth was moving, but I'd be thinking of what I was going to say. It was all about me.
Yeah.
And I'm really now. I listen to people. Do you know?
I find it so fascinating watching people kind of adjust and move, and
you can feel the growth in the room, can't you?
Yeah.
Huh?
You can feel the growth in the room.
It's amazing, yeah. And what's important is you can see the growth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from a continuum perspective.
Yeah.
And that's why I think going on to the systemic wellness would be the next step in your growth as individuals within the organization.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. And I'll be back on next Tuesday. I'll be back on. Because I'm free Tuesday morning, so I'm well able to do the Tuesday one, and I'll do till 3:30 on the Thursday one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's to your left, Debbie?
Glenn.
Ben, where are you,
Glenn.
Ben?
Sweden.
Where are you? Let's see your face.
I keep going to turn the computer.
Turn the computer, yeah. That thing doesn't go off anymore.
I know.
Papa Yoki hasn't.
Now, can you
Yeah.
see her, Glenn?
There you go.
All right, David.
How are you doing, mate?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm-
You're at the freezing again. You're
Back.
Where are you at?
I was about the same thing here. Yeah, no, I'm actually. I'm after noticing the big difference with, like Debbie says, it would have been hard for me with the boundaries type of thing at home and that with relatives and friends and that coming looking for help and thinking that you're a quick fix. Like, Glenn, you have to fix me, and I'd be like, will you go for a trip? Look, it just only happened the other night. My cousin was ringing me, and I'm normally feed into it till 1 o'clock in the morning, sitting there talking.
Yeah, Glenn, didn't you talk about a couple of weeks ago
This is another one.
taking someone to a meeting? They wanted to come back or something, and
Yeah, no, that's I started with Connor. I took a step back and I told him there was nothing I could do for him, and he actually started going to the meetings himself, and he's still
Yeah.
attending now at the minute. But then it's a brother of his. He started last week ringing, and he was showing me video clips. He was really smashing up his house and everything else, and he's saying, "You have to do something. You have to do something." I says, "The only thing I can do for you," he says, "is will you go down to Sankalpa for help?" He says, "I've tried all that. That's not for me. You have to help me." He says, "Well, listen to me. There's nothing I can do for you." I says, "So good luck to you." He says, "I'm going to burn my house." I says, "Burn it." And I hung up.
Yeah.
Haven't talked to him
boundaries.
since. Haven't talked to him since. But before I would have fed into that, David, I'd have went up to his house. I'd have sat there till 3 o'clock in the morning talking to him. And now, when I look back, I was only prolonging what they had to do for themselves. Like, I was only giving them a comfort thing for the night time to sit there, and then they were straight up using the next morning anyway, and whatever Glenn says was gone.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
after a big thing with myself is what I'm after getting is the boundaries. I'm actually enjoying it
Yeah.
because I'm realizing
enjoy
that it's
it
not
more.
me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not me. I'm not doing anything wrong. I just have to be like this, and hopefully they see the light at the end of the tunnel and go for the help then.
How wonderful.
I have to really work on myself to understand as well, because I feel guilty at the end of it if things go wrong and all. So I have to get that into my head that I'm not the problem. They have the problem. They have to work on themselves. So I can only guide them.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, no, it is after. It's have to help me along a good bit. Like, it's a bit of growth.
Will you be able to attend the systemic wellness?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, in a culture of recovery, you're much better with your own personal boundaries, and you're able to go into a culture of addiction, yeah, where they used to fill you up with guilt.
And
Yeah.
that's why I sat there with that for a week after talking to somebody, and I'd be like chasing them to help themselves, where I was sort of chasing them away from the recovery. Then the more I was at them, I noticed like I got worse and deeper into what they were doing because they had a comfort to lie on when they were feeling down.
It
That's
was
what I'm after
we were
noticing.
like Samaritans. We were
Yeah.
just someone to talk to and to make them feel
And then-
better, but there was really no recovery in there. So now they're getting more of a professional help. They're getting more of what they need now, because we're not we're not tippy toeing around them. You know, we're doing a professional with them, which is what they need. You know. And what we need, because there's only so many people you can listen
Yeah,
to
I know,
crying
it's
on
the-
your shoulder.
The mood in the house is better since you
Yeah.
put your boundaries up as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with myself as well, I have teenagers like, and
He's like, "What do you mean?" Yeah, and I'm like, "Yeah,
She
yeah,
mean,
yeah."
She's going, yeah. We live with her, David.
And with the teenagers, that they're helping me. Like, my young fella was a bit of a handful there last year, and I would have been attacking her with anger. Give her over, stop her, I'll fucking punch you, or fucking whatever I would have been saying to him back then. But now I've had to learn it away so I can speak to him about things. And even like the past year or two, there was sort of a divide becoming between me and Katie because of his carrying on and the way I was carrying on, then reacting to him. It's mad the words you learn, isn't it?
Yeah.
And now I'm after getting him a job. He's doing his plumbing and all. But even yesterday, he came into the house with me and him sitting in the kitchen talking for about an
Chatting,
hour.
yeah.
Haven't done that in 2 years, like. And I even said it to him, sitting there, getting emotional now, sitting here, even thinking about it. But I said it to him, the difference in you and all, and he was, oh no, that. And he even says, he goes, that you didn't take the foot up, thanks. Just kept on.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I'm exactly the same as Glenn. I was having trouble with my son.
Yeah.
He was 14. He's had to get in a gym pass, and he's really had to knuckling down. But the same, I don't roar at him at the way I used to. I don't react. And the difference in our relationship now is unbelievable. So,
Isn't that nice,
yeah. So Glenn, exactly.
Yeah, I think I'm
the
getting
same.
more out of it in my family department
Yeah.
than in.
Yeah.
I'm taking more out of it. I'm working it in the house.
Yeah, that's, yeah.
That's
You
brilliant.
say, working
Yeah.
yourself up, so
Yeah.
I'm working on my stay on my own, like, and then hopefully it spreads through the family.
Yeah.
Well, Glenn,
Yeah.
well spent.
So I just want to build on the importance of that as well, because your family, they're going to learn these skills by watching how you behave, and they'll be able to go and take that out into the world.
Some of them grow into a resentment, though.
Yeah.
Hey?
Some of them, they get a resentment against you because you're working on yourself. Though. That's what I
Yeah.
noticed as well.
Yep, and that's part of the process too.
Yeah, that
Very
must be a hard
Yeah,
part too as
I'm-
well. Like,
I'm-
you know
I'm
what I mean?
getting that as
Especially if
well.
you walk in and you say something, the fuck you think you were.
And if we step back,
Oh, you got it all the time.
I'm getting that with me
Yeah, no, I
in-laws.
can laugh
Good
it off.
example,
Yeah,
yeah.
so you follow.
Dave,
I'll just leave it.
well, I've just let it go. My in-laws are kind of nitpicking at me and kind of I think I'm better than myself and stuff like that. And I've just
It's
I've
not,
just
it's
let it
just that
go.
we-
honest to God, I don't even
Yeah.
I don't even react anymore. Do you know, honestly, I've just realized that they're not well, and do you know what I mean? And I'm doing okay, and that's all that matters, you know.
so
So I haven't let faster or anything.
what happens in the system, yeah, is there's pressure to go back to the way things used to be. And what you're doing is you're representing in the system a different way, and there's systemic pressure for the system to change. And there's as much pressure for it to go back to the way that it was as well.
Yeah,
And that's why it's important to stick your ground
yeah.
and to keep moving forward.
See what it is, David, I value myself now, and I won't jump for people the way I used to, and
Yeah, you think you're better than us now.
no.
Yeah, you've
Well,
gone and
I-
joined that cult. Those people at Sankalpa have changed your mind.
My daughters were always saying I was an awful people pleaser for the wrong people, you know, and they said jump, I'd say how high, and I neglect my family more, running around after the wrong people.
Yeah, I did that too.
Now I've realized that my family is there and they need me, so my family is my priority now. But the people that I used to jump for, I'm not jumping for anymore, and they're kind of resenting me a bit for it. But I just I can't. And like my daughter said to me last week, Ma, I can't believe it. Like if that was last year, you would have said, they'd have said that to you, jump, you'd have said how high. You just done to please people. She said, I can't believe you're after standing up for yourself. Now, it wasn't an argument. I was just literally saying no to something, which I couldn't do. Where normally I'd get all in the head, how do I do this? How do I please this person? But literally, if I can't do it, I can't do it. I'm sorry, do you know? And my daughter just remarked on it, and I actually sat down and I said, you know what? It's right, because my priority now is my grandson, my son, my two daughters, my close-knit family. That's my family that I used to put second best to everyone else. And that's how I've grown as well. So it's realizing my family's worth. They're number one. You know, but a lot of people, if you're putting them number one, you're putting other people number two, and they don't like them. You know, that your family, my family is priority. Now it's not major, but you can feel the resentments and you can feel the snide remarks, but you just move on, you know, keep growing. So that's it, no more waffling.
Lovely. We
gotta walk.
thought we had the
You gotta
old
walk.
back there for a
Your
second.
throat cleared.
Gary, where are you at?
Gary is not here today.
Gary's not here. It's
Oh.
me, Dave, it's Mick.
It's Mick.
Yeah, look, I'm good. Doing a bit of work, look, in Sankalpa, and we're doing a bit with the access group, so they'd be very early people coming in. They come in here just to try and start on their journey of recovery, you know. So you have very erratic people coming in here on the Tuesday. But I come down to their level. I've learned so much out of recovery coach and stuff that I don't know if this is a bit of bleeding ego or not, but it's very natural to me to be able to talk to people in any way, you know. And but I bring it in where it's kind of build that container. We look at the continuum because we'll leave a bit there for to talk about next week. We'll do a lot of stuff with like happiness scales and daily drug usage stuff and all that. So yeah, look, I'm loving it, you know, I'm loving it. Look, I walk around the area and I suppose I do be in Tesco's and I'm peer supporting people. Like people just come up to me because they know I'm in recovery a while now, and that's the truth. Like, and I've kind of been doing it a while, but now it's kind of different. I look at it a little bit different. The language is a little bit different for me. The language is a big thing for me. I think for all of us here, we've learned so much of not how to people please. I think we've relieved ourselves from the bondage of self. You know, we don't think about ourselves like what Glenn and Debbie. I'd have done a lot of that stuff, going up to people's houses, sitting there with them, trying to help them. That's not good for me. It's not good. I come back and I'd take a lot on board. I've learned now not to take that stuff on board. If they want to do it, they'll do it. If they don't, they don't. It's as simple as that. But I've planted the seed, walk away, you know. Yeah, so like I'm just loving
So
it.
here's the door. The door's wide open. You can walk in when you want, but I'm not going to run out there and drag you.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you an example. I was literally up at Costa Coffee the other morning, and there was a fella there behind me in the queue, and he waited for me, and he says to me, "Look at Mick, I'm fucking can't stop using stuff. They call it stuff. Can't stop using coke." He says, "Look, I'm bollocks." He says, I'm out of the gaff. The missus fucked me out. Look, what do we do? Can you help me? So look, I just sat there and spent 10 minutes with him, outlined, come over, get yourself in here to Sankalpa. You can do, because as the girls are doing, well, Christine's doing one of them, Debbie is probably doing the other course now. There's loads of evening courses here now. So he says, look, a cocaine and alcohol course that suits you because he's walking. Was able to put him onto that. Was able to say, look at the CA meetings or AA meetings or NA meetings. Doesn't matter what you think. Because he's using coke, he preferred the CA meetings. I gave him my number. I says, look, I'll meet you at a meeting on Friday. So he's going to come here Friday to the CA meeting. And yeah, so we just left it in his court then, left the ball in his court, and we'll see where he goes with that, you know. But that's using all the skills we've learned over the course of this course, like, you know, putting it into
And do you guys have a group or something where people can go to where they are using?
Yeah, that's the access group.
That's the group.
Okay, great. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
That's the access group. So they're literally, like, you have a lot of people just coming in off the street, David. And that's why I'm saying it's a very erratic group of people. But you build the container with them. You sit down. We'll have a set, like we kind of have a set 6-week course on that, you know. But we'll bring it to the group and we do it in a very organic way. It's really good, like. And
good, yeah. Make it up as you go along.
Make it up as you go along, basically. Yeah.
My group that I
See
do
what comes
on
up.
Monday, and my group that I do on Monday and a Wednesday, they're still using as well. So we're learning them the culture of addiction and stuff like that, and we're learning them. So they're coming in using, and you can see them like taking it in, learning what we're telling them, and carrying it back out the door with them.
So I'll just say this, David, like Sankalpa, like I've been around Sankalpa a while, like over the years, and I've watched it. So there was like always an access, a turning point, a drug free, and then you'd graduate. But now there's like, you you have all the access, you have all them groups, day program groups.
Aftercare.
Now you have an aftercare group here. Now you have on 4 days a week, you have a cocaine and alcohol course in the evening time. So one is from, is it 5:30 or 5? 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And then you have on a Tuesday, you have a 7 to 9 p.m. So for people that can't get meetings or don't like meetings, or people that are walking and are just using cocaine and alcohol but just want to stop, there's all these new things here. So this place is going
Up.
nearly all day. So from 8 in the morning to 9 at night, this place is open. And that's
What a fucking oasis of recovery, huh?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're out. That's take exception to you have NACA, AA, and you have the Colon meeting now that started. We have a first Colon meeting in Ireland, and that's the basis here for on a Monday. So like there's a massive amount of recovery in Sankalpa alone, you know. So that's how much this place has grown, you know.
Yeah.
And then we're all getting opportunities from that,
Yeah.
which is brilliant as well.
There's another place up the road, a treatment centre, which I would have gone to, and when you ring that treatment centre, they tell you, we'll give you an appointment for an assessment in 3 weeks' time. Here doesn't do that. Here is the next day, like 24 hours
Yeah.
we keep it in.
Yeah.
But that other place, 3 weeks' time, like, and I've known loads of people that have fell
Yeah.
off within that 3
And you
weeks,
know-
and then they never
Mm.
get to do the initial assessment because they're back using, they don't want to go up, like they've been pushed away. Like it's this one here is at the opening and grown so much. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I'll just say there, David, I think the people that walk in here make it the way it is. So the duty of care people have for people, just strangers in general that come in here, they actually have a duty of care. They have an awful lot of tolerance. They have an awful lot of patience. They have a lot of love to give, if that makes sense. And with this other place up the road, you don't get that. It's very grey. It's a real, isn't it? It's very grey and formal.
Sure, the reception is glass. It's like prison.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yet
Yeah.
the other place, some people have been saying to me that the other place will offer you more counselling and more like that end of stuff. But
That's
you
because
have
they
to
get
be,
more
they
funding.
get way more funding, you know, but they don't care about you as much as here does. And it's this like 24 hours you get a call back in this place.
We should be promoting. Yeah.
We are promoting our service.
Worldwide for promoting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it.
Fantastic. All right, I'm going to start the checkout now. If you lot
Yep.
are all right, and I'll
Yeah.
see you this afternoon at 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those of you that can make it. And yeah, congratulations. You're now starting the systemic wellness practitioner journey.
Brilliant.
Thank you, David.
Who's checking out?
Glenn.
I'll check out Empowered.
I check out more growth, David. Thanks.
I check out my more thankful.
I check out very content.
I check out excited.
And I check out proud.
Thank
Lots
you.
of love to you. See you all this afternoon.
Brilliant.
Bye-bye,
Thanks, David.
David.
Bye-bye. God bless.
Right.